ఎలా ఉన్నారు మేడం?
Hi,
ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
what's your name?
మోహన్.
Mohan. Hi.
బాగున్నారా?
సూపర్గా ఉన్నాను.
That's only word he knows.
ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್?
Right?
ಓಕೆ.
Yeah.
ಸೊ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
ಬರಲ್ಲ.
Dira.
ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ?
ಅದಲ್ಲ.
நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா?
ಅಲ್ಲ.
நல்லா.
நல்லா இருக்கா?
ಓಕೆ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ತೆಲುಗು ಕನ್ನಡ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಹಿ ನೋಸ್. మోహన్ బ్రో.
కేరళ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ కేరళలో మొదలై తమిళనాడు టచ్ చేసి హైదరాబాద్ 14th రాబోతుంది.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, what a video presenting it like.
Nice,
You
yeah.
put it really well.
He
Yeah.
likes cricket for
సో
sure.
సో 14th మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఆడియన్స్ లైక్ డైరెక్ట్గా క్రికెట్ చూడడానికి క్రికెట్ స్టేడియంకి వస్తుంటారు. నౌ సో ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ క్రికెట్ నుంచి స్టేడియం నుంచి థియేటర్స్కి వస్తున్నారు. సో మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ ఈగర్లీ వెయిటింగ్ ఫర్ యువర్ మూవీ. సో హౌ ఆర్ యూ ఫీలింగ్ నౌ?
I am feeling great. Thanks to all my co-stars and thanks to everybody, including you, who is actually helping me to promote the movie. Every individual who's worked hard on this project, and especially Telugu people, who's been very giving to literally every movie. And the best thing about Hyderabad or Telangana or Andhra Pradesh is that I know they are very giving people, so they like to help people and give their very best in helping the other personality. So thanks to you all that you're giving me us an opportunity to come to Hyderabad and Andhra Pradesh to explore our industry, and it's all more like a MOU. So it's a great opportunity, and it's a great opportunity for Malayalam industry and Telugu, because most of the movies release in one language. Then after a couple of months, when it's a successful movie, either it's a remake or a dubbed version. But luckily, this is a literally language movie and trilingual movie, and we are actually planning after 2 months to see how the movie goes, Bhojpuri, Bengali, and Punjabi also. So we are looking forward to that also. So I am really excited. Like any other cricket match in a stadium, I will not say sleepless nights, but yes, sleepless days, yes.
Sleepless because of excitement.
Okay.
There are two kinds of sleepless. When you're like really scared and you can't sleep. Oh, you're so excited you can't sleep. I think that's the kind of excitement he has. And Team 5 is a very good story. A lot of people talk about biking, and especially in India, after 12th standard, whether it's sports or dance or any kind of physical activity, if they want to pursue that as a career, parents have this thing that there is no scope for it. Not everybody, because Sreesanth has a very supportive family. Lot of sports men or women, they all had very supportive families, but majority of the families, they prefer a very safe job, like become an engineer or a doctor or something like that.
9 to 5 job basically.
Yeah.
With all, we love it.
Or maybe a government job.
Government
You get
job.
pension also after you
Okay.
retire.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these kind of jobs. And but when it comes to stunts, bike stunts, it's actually a kind of a job. I have friends. We met people who
One of the guy
make
who
a
did the
living out of
movie,
it.
Chris, one of the friends in my movie is actually a bike stunt guy, real
Yeah,
bike stunt.
real bike stunter.
He's the one who taught after actors how to do the bike stunts.
అండ్ వీ హర్డ్ చాలా విషయాలు మూవీలో మీరు రియల్ స్టంట్ చేశారని విన్నాం. సో ఐ మీన్
Yes.
He did.
యా దట్స్ వాట్ లైక్ వీఆర్ సో
That's why it took.
We had to wait for 3 months
Yeah,
for
because
him to learn, because he was busy with the elections and
politicians and
everything.
elections, and then
yeah, I have question for you that about the politician and cricketer
That'll
as
be
a
a different
singer,
segment
and
also.
yeah, I'll come to that. I will come to that.
what I
And
meant is because of that, hats off to them. They're all very busy actors and all that, and Nikki and Pearle and Makaran Deshpande. So I had to literally learn bike stunt, and thanks to them for waiting.
I'll ask a question to you. So Kalyana Vaibhogamai.
Yeah.
So you acted in that movie. So
Yes.
can you tell me something about to our Telugu audience?
Kalyana Vaibhogame happened like all of a sudden when Nandini ma'am called me and she said, it was on my birthday. She called me and she's like, you have to be here in 2 days. And I was like, what for? The shoot has already started. Your scenes are very... I was like, listen ma'am, I don't speak Telugu. I don't actually know Telugu industry. So that's the movie which just happened. So once I came to the set, everything was ready and I had to just start with my character. It was called, my character's name was Vaidegi. And I also sang a song in the movie. Forget about learning and dubbing for myself. Like I actually did dubbing for myself in Telugu.
That's really great.
Yeah, it was not easy, but thanks to Damodar sir and Nandini ma'am and Kalyan Koduri sir, who really believed in me, really told me like, Pearle, you should do it, you can. So I think behind everybody who performs, there is a strong support where they keep
Support
telling you can do it. That's called your support system. So I think Kalyan Vaibhogame was received really well here.
Hope even in Team 5 is
Yes,
also
Team 5,
audience
I
are
think-
eagerly waiting to see you on screen.
Yeah.
And
the best hit of Telugu.
You know, I feel very comfortable with Team 5 because I play a. I know he says that that's his affirmation, and
Not just affirmation. I'm not saying it for the sake of saying it. I believe that it's going to set a trend. And I remember, I think Nag Chaitanya did something like this on bikes, and he's into bikes and stuff. So a lot of people are supporting us, including Hrithik Roshan. To a lot of Bollywood friends of mine are really ones that saw that, especially the Telugu teaser and trailer. They are really excited, man. They were like, "Wow, man, we are excited to see it."
and I saw real stunts in the trailer, so that you are with the
Yes.
five people,
Really,
five
yes.
people in a team, and
it was really risky, but he went for it.
Okay.
He had the option of keeping a dupe.
Mhm.
I think there was one particular scene where it was too risky, and in spite of practice, he couldn't do. So only that particular, like a few seconds, was done by somebody. But the rest,
You
all
will
the
know, you will
stunts,
know
You
when
will
you
know
watch
when.
it.
14th, like we are going to
Please watch it, and please, I am telling you, a person who loves bike, I think they will watch it at least 2-3 times, because
Yeah.
it's not just about bike stunt. It's about a relationship between a brother and a sister. It's about a relationship between a lover and there is a love interest. There is amazing music by Gopi Sundar.
Yeah, true. And also the two movies coming in the same month.
Okay.
Ninnu Kori is on next week. I mean
That's good,
7th,
sir.
and 14th is Team 5. So
Okay.
two
Wow.
movies coming in back to back. So that's really good news.
Thank you.
I mean, just wanted to ask you something. So what do you want to convey, through Team 5? So movie. So
We were saying that this is a very motivational movie.
okay.
There are different kinds
In
of
recent times, we saw Sachin and we saw Dhoni, and is it something like
We have nothing to do with cricket, man.
Okay.
I've done cricket long back.
Mhm.
The last match I played was in 2011.
Mhm.
So don't compare my cricket thing to this movie, because this has nothing to do with my cricket career. This has nothing to do with Sreesanth, the cricketer. This is a complete different character, and this is Akhil, who doesn't have a dad, who's got a lovely sister and a mother who takes care of the family, and the character is Akhil, and it has nothing to do with the game. So there is no
It's
comparison of
Akhil's journey.
Dhoni or the Tendulkar Paji. It's all motivational movie for them. This is about a bike stunt guy who struggles in life, who loses his friendship for a certain reason, who comes back to life, and who comes back into the picture, and wins the heart of not just friends but a lot of people, and not just hearts but respect, and how a person can actually come back to life and face the world
Once again.
once again.
మూవీ చూసిన తర్వాత సో కెన్ ఆడియన్స్ ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యి can personally
surely.
can
It
achieve
is
their
a
goals
movie
అలా
where if someone is actually in self-doubt, if somebody is trying to figure out how will I face, I think this is the movie to watch, because the message here is, especially the bike stunt people and the bikers in general, they all love to do bike stunts in highways and all that. I will say, because when you watch a Tamil or Telugu movie, the fans, what they do is, the moment they get out of the theater, they are doing stunts. So I will say do stunts in your college circle, not outside college.
In a safe place.
Because bike stunts are done in 25 km and 30 km speed, because otherwise you can't do stunts. It has to be controlled, and it all depends on your body weight, the bike weight. There is so much to bike stunt. All people don't really understand.
Never do stunts on
You
the
should be
road.
able to control the bike. If you can't control the bike, don't try and be Superman or Krish, because I love Hrithik Roshan, so don't try to be Krish and all that. So the one message which we want to say is, as I said earlier, adventure is not a crime,
it's
but
a
a sport. That's a message.
that's really good. And also you said she is your sister in the movie, right? So do you fight each other in the
Yeah.
In real life also, she's my
We
sister.
irritate each other, but we don't fight. We
We
have
don't-
never
no.
fought.
In
But
friendly, we have not
I
fought.
actually feel like he's my brother now, because I became his sister in the movie, but I'm still feeling like he's my big brother, and he's also a little bossy at times. Like, he'll tell me, don't wear this, don't wear that. Like, I'm sure he doesn't wear this dress that I'm wearing right now. He'll be like, on TV, why do you have to wear such clothes? He's a little protective, like a big brother he is.
I don't want to sound that way, but yeah.
wanted to ask you, and the same hairstyle we
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the same hairstyle. Yeah,
In the
this is
movie
my
also?
natural hair.
okay. And wanted to say something. In ancient history, so when women have the curly hair, right, they treated as angel. So
Angel?
Oh
yes,
my god!
I didn't know this.
it's true actually. So,
எதுக்குடா இதெல்லாம் சொல்றேன்? ஓவரடா மச்சான்.
so,
Okay, interview
So-
over.
Angel can go sleep.
Angels and demons.
no, that's jokes apart, but it's whatever I said, it's a true
Egyptian.
actually. No, in the Indian history, so when
Indian history, oh.
Indian history, when you have a curly hair, right? So
Now I know why I have to be.
so
Do you say the same thing to other curly girls?
and
It's very rare that you find
yeah, we
it.
see out of
Blushing now.
no,
Oh, you're
no,
an admirer, yeah.
so out of 10 people, 20 people, we see only one are very
Yeah,
rare in
yeah.
the,
You
outside.
see
And,
curly, not the pretty curly.
oh my God!
Stay
So
from your sister.
So tell me more about it. So ancient is shut up.
okay, I'll ask questions to Sreesanth
Yeah.
now. So
He's
and
blushing, so he's just
yeah.
he's avoiding eye contact.
Okay, as a politician, as a cricketer, as a hero. So which profession you like?
Don't call hero actor.
Actor. Okay. So and also we heard that you are acting as a mafia don in Kannada movie.
Kambagowda too.
So I mean, so we'll finish with the profession and we'll go back to the next one.
See, I enjoy being who I am in real life. Fortunately, I was into cricket. Unfortunately, I was into politics. Unfortunately, I'm into movies. So all the three I enjoy because I take it day by day. I have set certain goals in my life, and God's been extremely kind that I could achieve it. The things which I've written, I'm talking to 99, 2000, what I wrote. My life is going the same way, including the struggle. I've actually written it. So I'm not saying I'm Swami or my name is Sreesanth, but in North people call me Sant. Sant means saint. Maybe that is there in the blood. So I have written certain things and which is actually happening the same way. So all this is experience here, and I don't consider anything like failure. I don't believe there is something called failure. And people talk about participation. Participating is important, not winning. That is stupidity. You should be about winning. You have to learn, and you have to win one day. It might take time.
Keep trying.
People call it failure, but I say there is no failure. You are only learning and getting experience. So whether it's politics, whether it's cricket, whether it's music, whether it's dancing, whether it's anything or movies or whatever it is, as long as you give your very best every single minute, including this interview, if you're giving your best shot, you should not worry about anything else.
And I see a lot of positive energy, while you're talking, and even when outside also. So and also your name starts with Sri, as you said. So wherever you go, the Indian culture. So and many things starts with Sri. So that's really great.
And my name is just Sri. Shant is my dad. I'm serious.
Okay, that's really good. So
SRW is my name. Shant is my dad.
okay. Sri. So I mean, generally we see a lot of gods' names, and also like wherever we go in Indian culture, we start with
Even
Sri.
before
That's
a big name, they add Sri.
Sri. Yeah. So that is a good thing. And can you tell me something about the music in this movie?
Yes,
So-
she should start. She's
I
very
think Gopi Sundar
Gopi
has done
Sundar,
a
yeah.
brilliant job. Like he's one of the best in Malayalam, not just Malayalam. Now he's ventured into the whole of South and even Bollywood. So his background score has really supported the feel of the movie because it has a lot of emotions, even though it's mainly about bike stunts. It has the thread that is joining all these elements is emotions, that relationships between mother, son, Nikki and Sri, love interest, and me and Sri as sister brother. So all these have been supported really well by background score and has some amazing songs for which even Sri has done choreography for. So
a credit song, the last
he
song,
did the choreography, dance
which we shot in
choreography.
Melbourne. Not it's just 3 minute song, but I did 1 minute 48 seconds.
Yeah, he did
Okay,
the
okay.
choreography for the ending
Okay.
credit song.
He's very good with numbers, and he's doing 1 minute 48
Yeah.
seconds.
Yes.
Precise. If you know where you are going, I think you'll reach there. So it's nice to know what you have done. If you really ask me which was my 48th wicket, I can say. If you ask me what is my 68th wicket, I can say. If you ask, that's how it should be. If you don't have a plan, and if you don't have, what's the point of achieving something and getting into something without your knowledge?
Okay. Then we'll ask one question. So in the World Cup 2011, so we won the World Cup, and what?
Unfortunately, I didn't get a single wicket.
That's okay, sad news.
There was a first slip. If there was a first slip, Mahela Javardhana should have got out for 0. But unfortunately, there was no first slip, even though I wanted one. Yeah.
Also, as an audience, we consider you as a lucky player to the Indian team. So
Consider you as a lucky player that we are born in India and we won a couple of World Cups.
yes, true. And as 2007, okay, so the complete world, was waiting for the catch, and you are there in the place, and
Yeah.
we are so excited, and so and people, not in the mind, and they, kept you in their hearts, and yeah.
It's God's grace. Yeah, it should have been anybody. It should have been Yuvi. It should have been Bajipa. It should have been Robin. It should have been Irfan standing there. But maybe God's been extremely kind that I could be that person to change the history of whatever. I was fortunate enough to be in that short final leg to take that catch. So I think it was just it was a universal thing. I believe in all that. So I believe I'm a very spiritual guy. So I believe I must have done something good in somewhere, or maybe my parents must have done something really good. Maybe that's the reason I was the chosen one on that day. And I am very grateful to the captain Dhoni Bhai and the team management for actually selecting me for the World Cup. Huge thanks to Rajput sir, who was the coach then, and the full team. Robin Singh sir, who really helped me in my fielding. I was not a great fielder because I'm a fast bowler, and Robin Singh sir is the one who actually really helped me to be a good fielder and who really used to motivate me. So 2007 World Cup was, as I say, his story. 2011 World Cup is also his story. And we are here for Team 5 where it's a mystery, my story, which we're planning.
So one question. So మీరు క్రికెటర్ నుంచి లైక్ హీరో ఐ మీన్ యాజ్ యాక్టర్గా టర్న్ అయినప్పుడు సో వాట్ వాజ్ యువర్ ఫీలింగ్ లైక్ హౌ యూ ఫెల్ట్ ఆన్ స్క్రీన్ అండ్ ఆన్ ఫీల్డ్ టు ఆన్ స్క్రీన్
On field, it was live and no retakes, especially in international match, and you're representing your country. But then it all depends on how I how I take it, because if I'm doing a Malayalam movie or a Telugu movie, either I can say I'm just representing a Telugu industry, or I can say I'm representing Malayalam industry or Kannada industry. But then I don't say like that. I say I represent Indian cinema, the world cinema. So because that's the way I have played cricket. I always wanted to be in the world 11, and I was fortunate to make it till the Asian 11 team, which played T20 against African Indo-African tournament, which I was very fortunate. So my one dream is still pending, which is to play in the World 11, which will surely happen. I believe in that. So I always thank the circumstance and the opportunity that I could do all this year. I have nothing else. I think the best thing to say is thank the circumstances always.
Yeah.
So in these three domains, cricketer and politician and hero, so what is the toughest situation you have faced so far?
Nothing. No, I have not. I didn't find cricket tough. I didn't find politics tough. I didn't find acting tough at all. Because when you go to school, first day is tough. Because people around you make it tough, make you look as if it's a dangerous world out there. But then when you leave school, you don't want to leave school.
Yeah.
You want to get to college. And when you get to college, you want to go back to school.
Yes.
And when you leave college, you want to go to college.
Yes.
When people say, I hate the job, but then when you come back, you actually want to be in the office rather than the house.
Yeah.
So it's all perceptions which people. So the way I am brought up, maybe the circumstances from the 3rd grade onwards was, you are your own God. You are your own. The God stays inside you. Pray hard and don't disappoint him. When you look at the mirror and talk to yourself, you can lie to everybody, but not to you. Have you given your best today? So when I played cricket, it was like 16 hours of cricket and how to improve in every aspect of the game. So when it came to movies, I did the same. So confidence level, yes, there is nervous. I have played every match with nervousness, but then that brings the best out of you. It's a thin line between foolishness and bravery. So you should know where that is. You should be able to accept the fact that I have to learn. Either I can be very positive or World Cup movies. I can
But
be
you
like.
started as a beginner there.
Even now in movies, I know I am learning. I might make mistakes, but I try and not to make mistakes which already the newcomers have made. So I try and learn from them, learn from the co-actors, not just by talking, observing them, how they treat people, how they talk to people, how they dress up, how they everything. So I
So Manny is, already started with Kalyana Vaibhogame, and while in the shooting, so any experience sharing between you and her?
you should share, because I knew of her from TV, from movie, and
You have to say that. So any, while acting, you have done like this and you have done like that. So
See, I think we're playing a very. I've never played a sister role till now. I've done 13 movies. Most of the time, I've done only either a very bold character, or I never had to play a sister character in any of the movies. And when I had to play this role with Sree, I was wondering like, would it work out? Because a brother sister have to be like very comfortable with each other, casual. I might even hit him like on a scene. So would he give me the freedom to do that? Because if he is rigid, then on screen I also will be rigid. Like I'll just deliver the dialogue as it is, and I'll just do my job. But we both, on the first day itself, we knew we wanted to put our best to our character, and he was so ready to learn. He was ready to do extra and extra for the character. So I think that was a very good experience for me. I don't think I've ever worked with any actor who made me feel this comfortable. I've worked with Dulquer, I've worked with Asif, everybody, but everybody has their own methods of acting. But Sree is one person who was ready to mingle with the whole crew and actors and improvise. It's like a group study. You can either study for exam alone, like alone you can study and write an exam, or you say, hey, everybody come, let's do a group study. So he's a group study person for me, actually. So I had fun because of that.
I think it's the best compliment for you. So, and because what is the reason behind selecting these kind of motivational story? So, and also tell me something about your director.
Suresh Govind Chetan is one of the sweetest person I've met. He's very quiet. He's more like a playback singer. I keep telling in all the interviews, because he doesn't come in front. He only comes behind the monitor. He even the action is more like, not like action. He's like action. Then we do, and even the cut will be like good. After the scene, the cut is what I spoke to him in a personal way, and he said, you don't need to say cut, because once the scene is good, when the moment you say cut, they switch off. So sometimes after cut, when the people stay in the character, might be the best scene in that movie. So I just take that scene, keep it. When the editing happens, you can actually mix and match. Maybe in a song sequence, because
so you end it when you are done with it.
So he's brilliant, and he's somebody who makes you look good. I mean, a director is somebody who makes you look good, because it's not just his movie. And Suresh Govind only wrote, Sureshan only wrote the screenplay and the script. So extra responsibility of making the movie look good. Plus, I remember he was very quiet in the set. We hardly felt he's there in the set.
I still remember the second day. I really had a doubt. Like,
Is there a director?
I'm like, who's the director of this?
Because we had 4 ADs.
We had 4. So I was like, some of the ADs are so, they are more louder than this person. And I'm like, Sree, who's the director?
That's true. That's
he
true.
doesn't even come and talk. He's very shy.
But Suresh Govind is the one who actually came to Bombay and narrated the script to me. I was in the middle of Cabaret movie. So that's when he came up and he started narrating. And it's not that I chose this movie. It's just that I wanted to, when the moment he said it's Malayalam, Telugu, Tamil, I said I would love to do it, because as a cricketer, I started with Kerala. I started with South India. Then I played for India. So I wanted my first release to be a Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about South India and North India separation, but
all the Indians love you so much.
Yeah, so that's why we are going Bhojpuri, Bengali, and Punjabi. Not about the love. I want, even for Nikki or for a Pearle, even in future, you never know. She might be the next biggest Punjabi star. And what I'm saying is, you never know. See, you can, when you're a family, you try and use your.
You hope the best for all of them.
And if you get into that dome kind of a feel that they're under your dome and you need to protect them. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. And so your team is all about 5 people, right? So, I mean, how you selected the 5 people? So
It's star casting was not done by me. It was done by the producer and the director and the cast, obviously, star casting. So the casting director. So the best part is one friend in Team 5 is actually a real bike stunt guy. He actually does bike stunts across the globe, and he's very famous, called Chris. He's got amazing followers of
If
bike
you see
stunts.
Instagram, he has so many followers. He does bike stunts for big brands. Like when they do promotions,
He just goes across the globe and he does.
he gets paid in lakhs for one event. So
Like, yeah, he gets paid in hours. So
for per hour,
if you really look at it, a bike stunt is a huge sport which people do it for fun and fall down and then they're a stop.
and it's not easy.
It's not easy, but once you get into that circle of that,
It's an addiction to that.
it's an addiction, and it's like a trance, and you actually get paid heavy. That's what I said. Once you have the control of the bike, then you can be superstar. Don't try to control the bike when you don't have the control.
Yeah.
That's a message in the movie, because we are not really showing any accidents, and I don't want to share that. We never shared this. 3 guys in the movie actually passed away. When 2 guys had a bike accident and 1 guy just passed away
After the shoot was over.
yeah, two people passed
Not
away.
during the shoot.
Not during the shoot, after the shoot.
But during.
Not bike accidents, but the last person who passed away, I used his pulsar in the movie. The guy who got my pulsar in the movie, the guy passed away with the pulsar. He had a very bad bike accident.
So that is how
So
risky
people-
their life
yeah.
is, their profession is.
It's very risky, I'm telling you, and it's not easy doing a stop or it's right here and there.
It's all about
Okay.
focus. You
Okay.
can't be having other thoughts. You
Okay.
can't be thinking about your girlfriend or your family.
Okay.
That's exactly what this movie is
It's
about.
like a pilot.
It's like you have to be so focused
I love
on
what-
this
yeah.
present moment. Every grip, the road, everything. So the minute you're distracted, you are bound to fall. So every time a biker falls during a stunt, the first thing they'll ask, what are you thinking about? What is bothering you? They never ask what happened to you, why you can't do. He can do.
Even the accidents happen only because of that. Either you're on the
Even
phone,
road accidents
not because of the
happen.
phone you're talking, because the thought process. You're not worried about what's happening on the road.
There's a saying in
So you want to give any message? To
This is the
the
message. The message to
not
people.
just bikes, anybody who's on the road with any vehicle.
The first line is, please wear a helmet.
Hmm.
I know you look good. If you want to take care of your looking good factor, the X factor, please wear a helmet. You don't need the people on the road to see you how good looking you are. When you remove the helmet, you can surely show with your nice
Yeah.
looks.
A brain injury can change your life forever. So most of the bike accidents.
Do whatever you want. Please wear helmets and protect the gears.
And even if you're riding a bike, think about what you're doing. Don't think.
And think about the
them.
parents. Yeah. If you don't like, I shouldn't be saying, but if you don't really have parents or somebody to take care, think about your best friend who actually lives for you. You should put price on your life. When we play cricket, when you go into bat, even though we are number 11, we say don't give a wicket easily. It's the same. You must have seen Rahul Dravid's ad. I don't want to be run out in life for the acute smoking, tobacco and stuff. So it's the same thing I want to say. Don't be run out in life. Yeah. You have a great life, whether you're struggling, whether you're successful. There is so much to life. Try and do 100 years of life, man. Come on. If possible, make it 110.
సో శ్రీశాంత్ గారు చెప్తున్నారు సో ఎక్కడ వెళ్ళినా ఎప్పుడు బయట వెళ్ళినా సో హెల్మెట్ యూస్ చేయమని సో మేక్ షూర్ సో వెళ్ళిన
please.
ప్రతిసారి హెల్మెట్ యూస్
Please
చేయండి
wear helmet and don't do stunts in main road. Do stunts in your house.
Yeah.
Do stunts in college. Impress your girlfriends. But not outside the college in the main road when she's going home. Or not when she's sitting behind. Chalo drive karo. Please girls, please don't encourage the boys also, because sometimes boys don't really want to do it, but then when a beautiful girl smiles and says, please
They
na,
can't do anything.
just show na.
Even somebody who doesn't
So
know.
please, I request, if you want that good looking handsome hung to be with you the rest of your life, let him do with helmet and all the gears, and then
Yeah.
let him do, not on the main road again in a sequence. That's
Okay.
the best advice I can.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And also, so we want to know more about your co-star, Nikki.
Yes, and Nikki, I will say I know Nikki from the time she was a 15-year-old from the school. We are in the same friend circle in Bangalore, so it was very easy for me to, not a hero kind of feel, but it was very easy for me to mingle. And she was absolutely fine on the set. She was on time. She was very, very kind enough to give the dates whenever.
They had a lot of romantic scenes together.
Yeah, tell me something about that.
Romantic scenes?
Yeah. I still remember he was sweating, like he was so scared to do romantic scenes with her.
Also, we saw one song with the black.
Neelashandra
Black
Pushpam,
River.
yeah.
You look awesome.
Thank you very much.
It was
Yeah.
shot in a nice, beautiful area.
It's called Vagaman. And
Vagaman in Kerala. Kerala, have you come to Kerala?
No.
You should.
Wagman, and then it was shot in Melbourne in between bits and pieces.
So some places make you fall in love, right?
Yeah.
Like places like Wagman, romance happens on your face
Yes.
automatically.
Okay.
And it was bristling also, so it really helped.
It was
Oh,
a good movie. So
so yeah.
Only on the movie, she's like a sister to me because
Name is Mochi.
no, she's a sister to me.
Yes, sister, because he's
Nikki.
seen her grow up.
Nikki is a sister. She's like a baby sister. Yeah.
I mean, in real life.
In real life.
In real life,
Real
yeah.
life. Okay. Okay. So I mean.
Not in the movie. In the
No,
movie
I know. In the movie, she's the
I don't
heroine.
need my sister.
Adi telusu. So, so I think,
Yeah.
many years మీరు బెంగళూరులోనే ఉన్నారు కదా. సో ఐ మీన్
16 years.
16 years, right? So I mean, any good moment and ఏదైనా మంచి ఇన్సిడెంట్ ఆర్ ఫనీ ఇన్సిడెంట్ ఆర్
Bangalore, nothing with the movies. With cricket, there's many. I used to live in a place called Vidaranipura, which is like 12 and a half, 13 kilometers away from Mercury Circle, which is my academy. The one good thing about why I want to say this is that I remember I was in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 6 years in a row. I used to cycle literally from Vidaranipura in my BSSLR cycle to Mercury Circle. From Mercury Circle to RT Nagar, which is another 2 kilometers. Then come from RT Nagar to Mercury Circle again. Then go back to after the practice at 7 in the evening to Vidaranipura again 12 kilometers. So literally I used to cycle 30, 32, 36 kilometers every single day. For almost 6 years, and I never got selected anywhere. And I was doing average performance, but that really helped me to make the base of mine because I knew you have to just keep working hard. So Bangalore, it was like a pride for me to get a Sreesanth Bangalore 1 address. It was like, then we couldn't afford. I come from a very normal middle class family, and I worked my way up with a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. God's been extremely kind, but my parents' wishes and parents' prayers really helped me. But then I want to say this to the world that we all have 24 hours. It's your choice what to do with it. You do it the way you want to do it, and sometimes you sacrifice certain things for certain years. All that thing comes back to you. Just for that 5 minutes or half an hour of fame or 1 hour of fame, don't do stupid things and repent for the rest of your life. You should be smart enough that see people who've been successful and read about them. And I will advise and request, not advise, read a lot of books. It's very easy to be on, even use social sites, but read about them. Not what they do right now, what they are wearing now, how they are looking now. Look at where they were. And when you end up meeting, when there is a fan moment, for example, if I am meeting Amit G to, even for Hrithik Roshan, he's a good friend, but when I meet him, I always ask, how was the journey? Which is very important. It's always nice to say, I loved your work and all that, but the best question you can ask
How
is,
did they get there?
what is that you do which we don't? So I request, so I have really worked hard. It's not that easy for me. And even in the toughest time, I always used to go back to the Bangalore life. That's why I shared this, because I knew I never got selected when I was getting up at 4:30, sleeping at 9:30 for 6 years. I never made it anywhere.
సో ఈవినింగ్ పానీపూరీస్ జనరల్లీ
True, that was usually my dinner. I can't lie. Don't get me emotional in a TFI. That used to be my dinner because it was the cheapest. It was 2.5.
Are you serious?
2.5 rupees.
When I was in college also, I studied in
2 point-
Bangalore. So Pani Puri used to be my staple food. I studied in Christ College.
క్రైస్ట్ కాలేజ్.
I
ఓకే.
did media studies there. So there used to be no money. Pocket money used to get over like in the first 10 days of the month. And then
I never had pocket money, so.
You never had, yeah. Never had.
సో పానీపూరి ఇస్ జస్ట్ లైక్ 5 or 10 rupees.
So
ఓకే.
studies was taken care. Stay was taken care. It's just that the food part. Somehow I managed with coaching and I don't know how I managed actually.
Okay. So and finally, like so you're talking about middle class life about in the movie, right? So చాలా విషయాలు మిడిల్ క్లాస్ గురించే చెప్తున్నారు. సో మీరు
I don't want to really say again. I'm not saying middle class, lower class, upper class.
no, I mean to say that
I know what
the
I mean.
character in the movie.
Akhil is definitely
In the movie, because we got the habit of saying the middle class, but in this movie, it's from a very normal background. Who doesn't have
even
much
the thinking is very normal.
high expectations or something. It's just that I want to win a normal competition, but she's my sister who actually tells no, you should win bigger championships and bigger competition, aim higher, brother, you should win, don't leave racing and all that. There are scenes like that. So the movie is actually about that. How the circumstance doesn't change you.
And
If
also,
you really want, you can actually change the circumstances.
ఐ థింక్ చాలా విషయాల్లో లైక్ ద పీపుల్ వర్క్ చేసేటప్పుడు సో ఏదైనా ప్రొఫెషన్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు సో పేరెంట్స్ ఆల్వేస్ సే దట్ నువ్వు డాక్టర్ అవ్వు, ఇంజనీర్ అవ్వు, లాయర్ అవ్వు.
Not anymore.
అండ్ ఐ మీన్ జనరలీ లైక్ అండ్ ఇన్ యువర్ లైఫ్ సో was there any force from
I
parents?
always wanted to be a fighter pilot. I wanted to join Indian Air Force and be a fighter pilot. I always wanted. I always believed that I want to do service to the country and I want to serve my country. And I'm a very, how do I say? Even when national anthem is played now, even Let It Be Theatre, anywhere I don't know. I'm a person who believes that we should be proud that I'm a very proud Malayali. I'm a very proud Indian. And when I play for my club cricket, I play better than my country because that's where I started my game. So I am that kind of person. If you have to give it to that, so that answers your question, man.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండ్ ఎస్ మనతో పాటు చాలా విషయాలు షేర్ చేసుకున్నారు సో అండ్ ఐ విష్ యూ ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్ ఫర్ యువర్ టీమ్ అండ్ విల్ బి దేర్ విత్ యూ.
Really, suddenly it became all serious conversation and all that.
I don't know what happened suddenly.
Yeah, I think.
But that's okay. That's how life is. It keeps changing its tone.
Yeah, because you're making it look good. So, guys, please watch his
Team 5.
5, and he's anyway watching the first day first show with your crew.
Definitely.
Swami Sharanayappa, go to Ayyappa and please come back and pray for us. Now we are talking about the guy who's behind the camera. He's actually Swami now and he's going to Shabarimala. So he is going to pray for my team 5.
All I have to say is Sri is somebody who has really inspired a lot of people to fight life see life and challenges in a very positive way. You said he's a very positive guy. Anybody who meets Sri says the same thing. They always wonder, how can somebody who's gone through so many challenges and actually very, very lot of lows in life can be still so happy? So I think that itself is, he himself is a walking example of what Team 5 movie stands for. This movie is about a motivational movie where a sister is motivating her brother and how the family that is staying together can inspire each other and support each other to become successful. In today's world, the competition is so high. Even sisters, brothers, siblings have this competition amongst them where they don't share stories. Like, I want to be more successful than my brother. Even that should not be there. So this movie is all about where a sister tries to, be happy through brother's success. And those things are very emotional for the movie. So also support. You have always supported Sri and the Indian cricket team. So tomorrow, like on 14th, when the movie comes out,
Go to the theatre and watch.
Continue the love and support.
That's how we started, no?
Go to the theatre.
Everybody
and
goes to the stadium. This time we'll go to the
theatre and watch.
అండ్ ఆల్సో వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ సో మీరు సెలబ్రిటీ అయిన తర్వాత బోత్ ఆఫ్ యూ లైక్ మీరు సెలబ్రిటీ అయిన తర్వాత మిమ్మల్ని ఫస్ట్ టైం బయట వెళ్ళినప్పుడు లైక్ శ్రీశాంత్ సో లేకపోతే క్రికెటర్ అయిన తర్వాత మీరు యాక్టర్ అయిన తర్వాత సో ఎవరు వచ్చి ఫస్ట్ ఆటోగ్రాఫ్ తీసుకున్నారు? యూ రిమెంబర్ అట్లీస్ట్ ద ప్లేస్ ఆర్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఆర్ ఇన్సిడెంట్?
Let her say first.
My first autograph?
After being an actor.
I think it was actually when I went. Autographs didn't happen initially. It was mostly selfies. But I did a movie called Kapiri Turtha in which I played a Jewish girl. It's a very 1980s, 1960s movie. So the shoot was happening in a village area. So that time, these kids were coming with their rough notes and their books. For me, I didn't want to tamper with their own notebooks because when I was studying, I used to keep all my pages clean. So they were showing their front page for their autograph and I felt very happy. And all these kids were coming for autographs. So usually it's always a selfie.
Because it's a
సెల్ఫీ జనరేషన్,
Yeah.
ఆటోగ్రాఫ్ జనరేషన్,
But
ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్.
She's 1 decade younger to me, so.
ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ దట్. అండ్ మీ
what about
లైఫ్లో
Sri?
Mine is, don't laugh, but then my first photograph was for me.
You did it.
I gave my first autograph to me, saying that you're going to be so world famous. I'm very serious. I was in. I didn't get selection in under 13 Karnataka state, and I was on my way back cycling to the house. I reached the house. I had this big board of goal setting that September is selection. September I'll get into team. October I'll have performance. November I'll do this, December I'll do this, January I'll do this. All that just goes because you don't get selected. So you have all the years free to you. So I used to write. I wrote keep working hard and keep smiling no matter what. Stars.
Love Sreesanth.
No, I wrote star Sreesanth.
Star.
I had this autograph which had a star and Sreesanth because one of my cousin told it's vibrations and positive vibrations. So just keep writing star Sreesanth. I always believe in that. You won't believe I when I was in 10th grade, I actually took it and I posted it on my wall and said 2005 I'm playing for the country. And I played.
That's really great.
I
No,
think
so-
even the audience will have to understand this. This is power of belief.
I
Anybody,
do
if
that.
you talk to any successful person,
Mhm.
whether it's Sreesanth or anybody, any celebrity in any field,
Okay,
they'll all have stories like this.
true.
With self-doubt, you don't reach success. Only
Okay.
when you believe. Let the whole world say you will be a failure, but if you believe you will be a success, you will be one.
And Team 5 is going to be success. Please watch it.
Yes,
Please watch it.
yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
and
Thank you,
it's
and have a
really
great day. God bless you.
thank you so
Take
much.